Hey y'all, today on the farm we're getting ready for green bean season. I told y'all, once these things start blooming, it don't take long. Look at here. You saw a video that I posted maybe just 3-4 days ago, and these things are less than half this size. Once these green beans get ready, y'all, once they put on that pod, it'll go from that to that 2-3 days. That's 2 to 3 days right there. And so we're only about 3-4 days away from getting some of these things picked. So we're going to start getting that Oxbo pull picks ready to get out here and pick these green beans. This round bean is a Blue Lake, Kentucky Blue Lake, but this here, this is my pride and joy. These are the Roma 2s. I grow these Roma 2s, and initially it's kind of tough to get people to buy flat beans down here. People like round beans, but the people that buy these flat Roma 2s from me, they gave me the title of finest green beans in the South, and I wear that proudly because the customers granted me that title. They're the ones that decided I grow the finest green beans, and it's all based off these Roma 2s. If you want to eat the best green beans you ever had in your life, come here less than a week, buy these Roma 2s, and you will love them. The guys at Blakely Feed and Seed let me borrow this pressure washer sand blaster 2-in-1 deal. I've never used one. We have a big John Deere pressure washer up at my parents' shop up there, the big barn. But this thing actually sand blasts and pressure wash simultaneous. You can see that this pull picks, this Oxbo, is in bad need of a paint job. So we're going to blast it all off, clean it up, prime it, paint it. I've already got some parts ordered. We got a few parts put on it, and I just got it back from a metal shop, machine shop, where we had to do some repair work. If you saw the last video from last season, when this bad boy just broke down and just season was over with, I took it, got it fixed. It was something more complicated than what I could do. It involved some custom welding, cutting, a lot of tough fabrication in some hard to reach areas, but have got that done. Now if it's to clean it up and get it ready to roll. We got the water hooked up to the pressure washer, and then I have sand in this bucket, and the sand is hooked to the end of the gun. We're gonna put on the face shield, and we're gonna see what happens. It is the next day now, and I'm about to start back planting peanuts. But before I do, I'm going to start shooting this bean picker with primer, and then throughout the day, as I get to stopping points with peanuts, I'm going to be shooting paint coats in between planting peanuts. I'll be putting some coats of paint on the same. You'll notice some areas I took down to bare metal, and some areas still got some of the yellow paint on it, and that is because a few years back when I got this machine, I took half of it down and painted it up at that point, but half of it never got took down to bare metal, so I only took down to bare metal the parts that weren't previously repainted. Some of the parts still got good, decent paint on it, but I'm going to repaint the whole machine. I'm just going to use those previously painted parts like they are. I'm not going to take them down to bare metal since they were took down a few years ago. But time for the primer, and then as it dries, we'll start getting the peanut land going again, get the peanuts in the dirt, and maybe around lunchtime, take a little break and shoot some color on this thing. my GoPro has died. We're gonna try to finish this on the cell phone. I've got the Oxbo primed, and most people paint these back with John Deere yellow from the agricultural line. However, I'm gonna use John Deere yellow from the construction line. It's a little bit less bright, a little more orange in it, a little bit easier to look at. That bright yellow that's in the agricultural line looks good on wheels, but when it's on the whole machine, it's kind of hard to look at. There you go, dude. Monkey here. And drop your wrench. I got the Oxbo almost all the way painted. Didn't quite finish painting it. We got a few more parts to paint, but the local stores didn't have any more of that kind of paint. So I abandoned the paint portion of this project to get the mechanical issues done, because it's been a few days since we started filming this, and now the green beans are ready. They could have been picked yesterday, but they're super ready. So we're put the belt back on the machine, put a couple pieces in here, putting some new teeth on it, getting everything ready to roll. I still got to put some guards on it and get it all ready. But in the morning, we're going to start picking green beans. It will be green bean season here in the morning. It's been raining every day. I hope it don't rain tomorrow. It's not supposed to rain tomorrow. It wasn't supposed to rain today, but it rained 6/10 in about 45 minutes. It's rained every day here now for about a week and a half. So it's super boggy out there, super wet, but we're gonna do our best to get the green beans in. I already got the cooler, walk-in cooler up and running. It's chilled down in there about 41 degrees right now, trying to make sure everything's working on that. We're gonna move the snapper into the new building here so we can snap these green beans once they are picked. And if you want the finest green beans in the South, you need to be here in the next few days. Green bean season is super duper short. Is less than 1 week long. These green beans will be picked and gone in less than a week. So if you want them, MP Produce on Facebook, or you can email me or call me. If you know my number, you can get my email through Georgia Grown. You can see all the contact info. A lot of y'all already find my phone number some way anyway. So that info's out there. Get a hold of us. Come here. We're going to be selling green beans. You ready, Mercer? You got it fixed? He's been helping to hide the tools, keep them distributed evenly amongst the whole property. But anyway, we're gonna be picking green beans tomorrow. Thank all y'all for watching. See you next time.